Hello,
Hello.
we are back after
And we have
time.
another exciting chart with the Cancer Ascendant and Leo Moon and a Capricorn. Wait, Leo Sun and a Capricorn Moon.
That's right. I think my face kind of left, but I'm still here.
Oh, okay. It was too intense inside the chart.
I think so.
The energy.
I'm sure I'll appear again. Yeah,
I'm in the black space.
yeah. I don't know
Me.
what. Okay. Um,
You're like a
no,
ghost.
I did not recognize. Okay, there.
Ah.
Okay, I see it. What is happening? It doesn't see me as a person. Um,
It's funny, like how I always think that the energy of the chart like comes into our reading because this is like a Leo sun, so already it's kind of like silly. So,
that's true, and it's like I'm taking away from their energy because like I'm like in front of their chart, so it's like I'm blocking them, and it's like go away. It's all me.
it's like I want to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm the major spotlight.
Mm,
Out of my
yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll be on and off a little bit here whenever this
so
person lets me.
creepy.
Whenever this person lets me be. I'm
You're
here.
like
Okay, I'll just
you're
block
like
this Jupiter.
appearing like I just
Um,
feel like depending on what you say, you're gonna be either visible or invisible.
okay, I have to be really careful. Okay, well, I'm blocking
Oh,
their Jupiter
okay,
now.
but what about this?
Yeah. This chart, yeah, it has a Capricorn moon, so a little bit serious, but I think that's where the humor also comes from, so probably a little bit sarcastic. And yeah, Leo's sun in the first house, so definitely
That's true,
one.
because
About what?
yeah. No, I feel like they're gonna have an interesting sense of humor because I feel like both Cancer is kind of like silly, like
Hmm.
it's like silly and childish, and so is
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's kind of they have that, and then they have the serious Moon. I feel like maybe something like Mr. Bean style humor or
Hmm.
something.
Hey, that's not a bad guess. Yeah. Like blocking me, like so silly, but like funny. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
guess. Um,
Although I think Mr. Bean or Rowan Atkinson, I think he's Capricorn, if I remember right. So
Sun. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this person is definitely like we can see them like visible that way because the sun is in the first house. So I think it'll be kind of visible. But wait, so Pluto is in Leo as well. So that would be like maybe 70. This will be like 70 something. And
yeah,
then
it's that one of us has the Virgo calculating skills because I never know
yes.
how to calculate that.
Yes. Um, but interestingly, the midheaven is in Pisces. So I think we're looking at some kind of creative person. And I think the ruler is here behind me. So the Jupiter in the fifth house in Scorpio is the
Or
ruler of heaven. So that's right. Or we could look at Neptune as well in the fourth house.
I think oh, as the ruler or
Yeah, it's the ruler of the midheaven.
why? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter's behind me in
Uh,
Scorpio. Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I feel like I don't know, there's something like maybe there's also something going on with like kids. Um, because and maybe also like somehow related to their work because the Neptune, I would maybe look at the Neptune more as the ruler of the midheaven, and that's in the fourth house.
Yeah,
And then with the Leo and the Cancer, I think it's just all related like to kids somehow. But then with the hmm, I don't know, with the Saturn in Leo though, it maybe makes it a bit different.
hmm. There's definitely some kind of like youthful, kind of like fun, youthful side, but definitely creative. It's kind of interesting charts. Let's not forget. Oh, what did I
Ooh,
just say? Something useful.
they just wanna have fun. No, but I do
Okay,
think that the moon in the sixth house in Capricorn, that's gonna like actually kind of saves their chart because otherwise, I mean, they don't have much earth or they wouldn't really have the skills to like put their creativity into practice.
that's true.
And like, and then with the Virgo, where like they can use it to serve other people. So
Yeah, I think it's a very practical moon placement.
they didn't like that.
I think this person just wants me to be quiet.
But I mean, I think we can also take it as like clues. Like whenever whenever you disappear, maybe we're going like off track.
That's true. So maybe not
And
so
then
useful, very serious person. Wow,
yeah.
they really wanted to make me glitch. Ah,
No, but you know we're like back on track again. They're
yeah,
not doing anything useful. So
okay.
okay.
Very, very funny. We're
Um,
laughing at your jokes. Very, very funny. Oh, okay. Um,
but there's also like this white strange like form. I feel it's like the energy.
that's true.
I feel like this person has passed away because now
Probably. Yeah,
think their ghost or their and they like they came here with us.
I think so. Yeah, I think
I think they're having fun with us. I don't think they're like I don't think it's a bad energy. Just
I
they're
don't think
having
so. I
fun.
think this is a very funny energy. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, I
And
think they're happy to be like doing a show again. Like I think they're just
yeah,
like
I think you're
someone
right.
who's on this like screen or I don't know, doing something like where they're seen and now and they haven't had the chance to do that and now they have the chance again to be seen and they're happy about that.
Think so. Yeah, definitely. And see how I came back now. You're just really making sense here. They're like, yep, that's it. Yes. So yeah, I think this person definitely enjoyed being looked at, being seen, and people like maybe thinking that they're funny. I think this person must have been really funny.
Yeah. They
Okay.
also might have like that trickster energy. They have the Mars in Gemini, so kind of like
Yeah. That's why I
like
thought
this.
Mr. Bean was kind of a good idea. Maybe there could be somebody kind of close to that. Some kind
Yeah,
of comedian. Definitely be a comedian.
yeah. Um, yeah, who
Oh,
other
not a,
people?
sorry, not a comedian. Okay, an
They
artist.
also look serious, so I don't know, like
Yeah. Maybe an artist. Were you an artist? Ah, maybe. Okay, closer.
okay.
Um, just some type
But you know,
of artist.
Jupiter is in so many aspects. I feel like they um kind of probably they were able to be successful, like whatever they were doing because of that Jupiter
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, I think so. I think they really wanted that Jupiter. So Jupiter, maybe they were an actor because that Jupiter and the Leo energy and the fifth house. So that could be like performer or performance.
Yeah, and I think also that Mercury there, like
Yeah, the Mercury on the AC.
yeah, like they're kind of talking is like what they like to be seen for, I guess.
Yeah, I think communication might have been a big part too. Um, yeah. Let's um I'm trying to think. Um, well, there's a little bit of references with like the Saturn conjunct the Pluto. So I think that's kind of like we have that Pluto aspect there. And then if we look at Jupiter as the like we can look at the Neptune, but if we let's say we look at the Jupiter for the ruler of the midheaven, then that would also be like a fifth house and then a Scorpio. So there's that kind of like fifth and Pluto kind of like a
True.
so I'm thinking maybe there's some kind of a Pluto-ish like work going on here as well.
Yeah, because I'm also thinking about like someone who can kind of have that deep sensitivity and insight into, they can take that into a creative channel in a
Yeah.
way. That because also I feel like, okay, maybe this person, even if they're not a comedian, although I feel like this chart would be great for a comedian, but I
Hmm.
feel like that's often what like comedians do. They have to have like a certain actually depth. They actually have a depth about something, like
Yeah.
an emotional depth,
Mm. Yeah.
and they just around and they make it funny. But that's often the case that actually they're talking about something much more serious,
Mm.
which would be also kind of the Capricorn moon and the Scorpio stuff there,
Yeah.
the Saturn, Pluto thing.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking at the sun in the first house, but actually what comes first is the Venus. So Venus is also in the first house. So they must have that kind of like, I'm kind of starting to think that this person is maybe a woman.
Hmm.
They've
Hmm.
got that kind of like beauty, fashion, and maybe a little bit like um maybe like a little bit seductive with the fifth and the Scorpio.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And I think they can have that charm too. Like they know how to like bring an audience to themselves.
Yeah, that could definitely be. Mm. Yeah, I wonder if this could also be um like Marilyn Monroe or somebody. I forgot what kind of.
Yeah, that could be Marilyn Monroe actually. But what age would that be like the right age for her? Like if she was still alive, would she be like 70? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Maybe. I think also did she have like drug problems? That Pisces and the Neptune would also be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Mm.
And I think she actually like, I'm thinking about the Cancer ascendant, her like facial features were kind of like round and like all the curls. It's just kind of like a very Cancerian
It's true.
appearance.
That's true. And she was even known to be like curvy. Like that's how she was known.
Yeah, and like all her dresses were like very kind of watery, and, you know.
That's true. And there's a lot of water here with the midheaven and the ascendant.
That's a good guess. I like that.
Hmm.
I don't know her like well enough to know if like what she was like as a person, or I don't
Yeah,
know a lot. Just know that photo with the white dress. That's like
yeah, yeah. Because well, it's like if you look at the second house also as like how she made money, then that would also be like making money from like, for example, other people like making money from like older. Because the Saturn could be like older men. Because I think she was also like associated with one of the presidents. I think Kennedy or someone. So that could have also been.
there too, like someone
Huh?
powerful.
Pluto.
Is
Yeah,
it
Pluto and Saturn could be like a politician or a president for sure.
good? I like that guess.
Yeah.
I'm
Should we check
seeing.
when she was born? Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Marilyn. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, she's a Gemini, so it's not her.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. Should we ask the assistant if it's a man or a woman?
Well, you can ask, but I feel like it's gonna be a woman because after you said that, then now you've been like visible the whole time after you
That's true.
said
So
woman.
no need to ask.
Like you can ask.
Okay, let me ask. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's true. Um, man. That's weird.
Hmm.
They're trying to be tricky.
You know why? I don't know why I just thought of like Nina Simone. I don't know why I had this like random
Oh, neat.
intuition about
Oh, I just
what.
said that it's a man.
Oh, okay. He said
Yeah.
that
Yeah, it's a man.
this person is like tricking us. I
I
don't
think
know.
so. It's like purposely trying to get us into like the wrong direction. Uh,
Okay.
a
So I'm
man.
going back. I'm gonna be a comedian because
Um, well, are there any famous like artists of that time? Because I think that like the midheaven so strongly points to an artist of some kind.
oh my, I barely passed my art history class.
Oh, oh. Um,
Well, yeah, I don't know what age they would all be, but like
hmm. Yeah, before the assistant gave us this chart, he gave me Frida Kahlo's chart. And then I looked at it, I was like, wait, I think I know whose chart this is. So I asked him to give me another. And
oh, okay.
this is what came after Frida Kahlo. So that could give us a clue.
Okay, so
Um,
it's male artist.
is
Well, I
it
wonder,
Diego who was the one? Huh?
yeah, I think that would be like too obvious if it was. I think Frida would have been like older, and the Diego would have been even older than Frida. I think he was
Yeah.
much older.
Yeah, it probably doesn't necessarily have to do with that, but I think he was thinking about an artist. So since we already had Frida Kahlo, then maybe they went for someone else who's also an artist.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any like that famous ones that would be 70. I think they would all be just like older.
Hmm, that's true. We did watch this morning, we were watching the Bob Ross painting on TV.
I love Bob Ross. Yeah, he's very Cancerian also. He's very
That's
like
true.
like there's something very like innocent about him.
I think so. And he's like on TV all the time, and then not anymore. So that could have also been like, hey, you're taking my shine.
Yeah, but would he be older as well? Or maybe he's already passed away, I
I
think.
think he's already passed away, yeah. And he might be older because those videos are pretty old too. And he's already old in those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the Mercury on the AC could also be something like that, like being on TV or being on radio or
Mm.
some kind of
Yeah,
exhibition, I think.
the midheaven would be kind of like the painting, and then Bob Ross is like talking about it while he's painting and being like,
I'm gone.
"You're gone." Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
the painting, maybe.
Like, how dare you compare me to Bob Ross? Nothing like Bob Ross. Okay, fine. You're not Bob Ross. How dare we? Um, okay. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Oof. Do you still have any like ideas what this could be?
Uh, so I think um I don't know. I think they're just gonna have they might. I just feel like they're gonna have like this silly. So I feel like silly innocence versus kind of this like some part of them is a bit more serious and deep and opposed to the silliness and childlike innocence, and they're gonna do something creative, um and they like to be seen, and then the Mercury there, like with the talking or the writing or the communication, something like this.
That's true. Well, you know what? We didn't really look at the Mars Uranus because that's kind of like an interesting one in the 12th house.
That's too. And what was it that Frida had? Did she have the same one?
Yeah, she did in the fifth house, the Mars and Uranus, but they were more conjunct and they were making an opposition to like the sun, something, Pluto or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they could also have, I think they're now like they're also having their Mars return. So because Mars is somewhere around there at the moment.
Okay.
So if they're
Hmm.
still alive,
Yeah,
Saturn could have these.
that's true. Yeah, maybe in the 12th house. Hmm. Yeah, it could be some sort of, that's true. It could have been, yeah. That's true. That's how we know them.
Maybe they now just recently died, or I won't say more.
Well, because sometimes this chart is not very heavy on like the top planets. They're all kind of down. So because that if that means like death, then maybe that's how they die. Like that's how we know them from that. Maybe they
That's
kind of became famous like after their death or something.
that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Because I don't think there's like a lot of like I mean they like to be seen, but there's not a lot of fame in this chart.
yeah, but we've had other ones that were like this as well. But I like that. That's a
Mm.
good side that they would be known through the Mars Uranus thing, which could
Mm.
indicate it. I like that insight.
Yeah.
But sometimes they've been like surprising because and I think we've had others that were they had a lot of planets on the bottom half and then they were still like famous
That's true.
and I have a
I
lot of
think
planets up and I'm not famous. So
that's true. Well, I think we have probably about, I would guess maybe 5 minutes of, yeah. So,
okay. So
so maybe we can give a final guess and Yeah, I know we didn't get it. Sorry. You want us to keep talking about you.
Well, let's see who it was, and then we can like have 5 minutes to kind of
Okay. Recap.
analyze that.
All right. The answer is none other than the most awesome body in the world, as far as I know, and maybe you know too, or perhaps we all know, but what I'm saying, yes, we're back. Okay. Did you hear who the person was? Okay, the person is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow. I
So
was
yeah,
thinking someone like childlike and innocent, but I guess they have that too. But
it's very interesting that they have all these really soft planets and Pisces midheaven and Cancer ascendant, and they're such like then they're seen in these movies as like the tough guy and like
yeah,
image is so like tough.
that's true. But I think like I feel like a lot of Pisces energy, it's like, I think it's just so sensitive, like, especially for a man, it's probably like they don't feel so comfortable with it.
Yeah, like
Like,
they
if,
overcompensate.
yeah, maybe especially like if they're just like maybe older people as well, like 70, they're like back then it was probably like for a man to be sensitive, it was just kind of not
Yeah,
that.
shameful. Yeah, yeah, it's true. But it's interesting that the Venus is in the first house. I took off the thing already, but maybe we can see it a little bit here.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Venus in the first house is kind of like that, like a body, like a beautiful body.
Yeah. That's true, because when we think of Venus, we just I like it's easy to think of just like women's beauty, like
Mm,
beauty relates more somehow women, but yeah, there's like also men's beauty standards.
yeah, in men's beauty standards, he's definitely up there, especially like in his time. I think now we've kind of calmed down, but I think around those like whatever it was, like 30 years ago, I was like,
Mm,
he
mm.
got it. Yeah.
Interesting. Hmm.
And he did become a politician, so that politician was there with the sun, the Saturn and Pluto.
Yeah, that's true. That was a good one. And I mean, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen like next few months, because I think Mars is still.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think the Mercury and the Ascendant could have, I think that also was the actor, the TV. I think we saw that with the Jupiter as well in the fifth house. Like that seductive, it was there as a seductive, like TV person.
Yeah, and I think Mercury also you need that for to be a politician. And but I feel like what we see in Arnold is more like the Leo stuff, Sun, Saturn, Pluto in Leo, and mm, then the Capricorn moon. Like that's maybe more of what we see of him. And then like the his maybe he's hiding his more sensitive side, the Cancer ascendant and the Pisces midheaven.
That's true.
Maybe if he brought those more, like he could have actually done something even more successful.
That's true. But also with the Pisces midheaven, it tends to also be like a movable. So he's kind of done like two very different things.
Oh yeah, and the Mars thing, Gemini too.
Yeah.
Just doing a little bit of this and that.
Maybe the Mars and the Uranus could also be like the action, like kind of action movie, kind of action hero, kind of
Oh yeah. Hmm.
like he maybe did put it into like a better use than like if he had not gone that way, it could have like affected him in a more harmful way. I think he used that in his advantage.
But you know, he also did something. I think he did like a movie called Kindergarten Cop or something,
That's
which is
true.
all those kids and
That's
I
true.
I think also that movie kind of shows how sort of the two sides of him, like this more like childish Cancer side, and then like the bodybuilder, like kind of, and they awkwardly, like in the movie, they just don't kind of, it takes time
Yeah,
to draw.
it's true. That's very interesting. Yeah, I think we definitely have like a very sensitive persona, maybe a little bit misunderstood with the Pisces midheaven. Like, yeah,
I feel like he's also built such a strong image of himself, like as this like bodybuilder type, and then like it maybe resulted that like many more aspects of him have not been seen.
yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Hey,
Alrighty, that was
hey, that's
fascinating.
yeah. And there you go, Arnold. You liked it. I don't know what that energy was, but yeah.
Sisters, who knows?
Yes, maybe. Okay. Well,
Alrighty,
bye bye, everybody.
bye.
See you later.